good morning. Is it from Zester's Lab? Today we're talking jewelry making. Well, I'm not an expert, but I love tinkering with stuff, and I love bling. So when we were in Thailand, I bought these 3 beautiful little cutleries. It was a little teaspoon, an ordinary spoon, and a butter knife. And when I saw it, I just knew that's going to be a bangle. So when I got home, I started and I cut off the round part of the teaspoon and the knife part. And but I always run into a little problem when I start to bend it, because you need to warm it up. Hubby usually do it on the stove, and then he put it there and he warms it up and then he bends it, and it's a huge undertaking and it's scary and it's hot. So I started doing that, and then I just felt this is too much for me. So yes, at the end, hubby came to my rescue, and he had to do this actually twice, because the first time it was too big. So this is the end result. I mean, it's just gorgeous. Look, that little flowers there on its part. There was these little flowers. So, I'm in love. It's kind of silver plated, I'm not sure. But so hubby made this for me, and I'm in heaven. And here you can see all my other jewelry that he made. This is also one. I get the idea, and then I start, and then he finishes it off. So we're a good team. I'm like a child. One thing I've realized about him, I beg and I say, please do this for me, please make this for me, please change this for me, and it never happens. And then I realize something. When I start and he sees me struggling, then he comes and he takes over. I'm so happy. So yes, I've got many jewelry. My rings are now not here, but also the rings. I bend some, he bends a few. So yeah, we love it. I love it. He doesn't always love it, but I love it. And then yesterday, an awesome thing happened. While he was busy struggling with my bangle, I really felt sad, He's got other things to do, and now he's struggling with my bangle, and it takes time, and mostly much longer than I ever anticipated. I think this is going to be quick, and as soon as he starts, it takes a whole afternoon, or like this, a whole afternoon and part of the morning. So I thought this is going to be the last cutlery I'm going to buy, because I've realized I don't enjoy it actually. I don't enjoy this process of hitting it, and I'm scared I'm going to flatten these beautiful patterns and stuff. So this is not really for me making them. I love finding the spoons and then bringing them home. So, but the moral of this story was, so I feel bad because he was really taking a long time and he's got other things to do. And then while he was busy with this, I took the little piece, the front piece of the teaspoon, and I just started cutting it. And at the end, it was I thought of a beautiful flower in my mind, but I was just cutting it, and then not easy to cut it, so it was hard work, and I was struggling, and at the end, came out as this. And then, but I left it there. It was very ugly at that stage, and I thought, it's not going to work, and I just left it there. And then after my bangle was finished, I heard this knock, slamming, this hammering is the right word, in the garage, and a loud hammering. And later, an hour or so later, when I went to investigate, he did this for me. Isn't this gorgeous? This is the teaspoon stop, you know, the round sugar spoon. That's just the round sugar. He likes it like this. And then it's some sea glass that he picked up on the beach, and there he hammered my leaf a little bit more. Isn't it gorgeous? So I'm so happy. And then I realized what I thought was a burden to him turned out to be such a blessing, because all of a sudden he's been busy 24/7 with his engineering work, and all of a sudden he was forced into creating and just playing with all his tools in the garage. So at the end he was loving it. So yes, perhaps although I won't be too sad to buy more cutlery in the future. And then my most precious one is this one. This was the butter knife, the front of the butter knife. Isn't it gorgeous? He even put, we call it a arum lily. We call it in Afrikaans varkblomme, and it's my absolute favorite. So I always wanted a varkblom jewelry piece, and just look at that. There was he even put a copper thing there, and it is just gorgeous. So I loved it. So yes, by starting off making my jewelry, and this is not easy to make. It took him hours. You know, that's why we look at people making stuff, you know, paintings, jewelry, and we think when we see the price, it's too much. I'm never gonna pay it for a handmade thing or whatever. But you know, the work and hours that someone puts into handmade merchandise. You don't pay for this, you pay for the hours that they spend creating this. So I am so blessed. This, you can hear, is my absolute favorite. And then the thing I actually want to share today with you is I've got all of these things. Whenever I go overseas or on a trip or wherever, and I find something, a bargain. I love bargains. So when I find something beautiful that I know I love, I buy it. So this heart I bought in Belgium, I think. I don't know, I can't remember where I bought this, but it was a glass blower in a little shop. And it was in a little town. Yes, I know exactly. It was in a little town called Dragor in Scandinavia when we went that tour. So I saw this beautiful glass hearts. I think it was 100 rand, and I just loved it. So I bought it. So I immediately knew it's going to be a thing for my neck. And but what do you do when you get these things? That's what I want to talk about today. This one is another one. This was a hair thing. We went to Durban in South Africa, and I saw this absolute beautiful beadwork flower. It's made of beads, and it had a thing at the back that you could put in your hair, and I just bought it because it's my colors and it's just gorgeous. And then I realized I'm never gonna wear it in my hair, and I bent the things at the back and I tried to make a ring, and then I realized, this is a little bit big. I'm not actually gonna wear it as a ring. And then I decided I'm gonna wear it around my neck. But how do you get it around your neck? And this is the moral of my story this morning. I found a way. So I went to the bead shop, many bead shop all over the place, and I bought some leather, just some leather. And then I go onto YouTube, look at some videos, and I find all these ways to make leather necklaces, easy peasy. So look at this one. It's really 3 pieces of leather that I glue onto the back of this thing. And now look at this, and it's just closed there. So I put it around my neck, and then I just put this little thing between the strings of rope, and there I've got it. I mean, it's so easy and simple and such a quick way. So that's why I say I'm not really a jewelry maker, but I'm a planner. Making plans, love making plans, and these are one of them. Now, the same with this one. You can see it was just, I was looking on a YouTube and I saw how they braid it like a macrame, you know, the old days when we did the macrame. So this was it. So I made that, and just buy these hooks. Can you see it's very, very cheap, very easy to find in any bead shop. You buy the hooks, you buy the little round things, they all come in little packets, and you just, there's even these little things that you put onto the leather ends to keep them together. So there I have one. And then look at this. Oh, shame, there's a sticker on that Zana my granddaughter gave me when I was wearing this in Thailand. So I just stuck it there as a memory. And this is something I just picked up. It is a coral, piece of coral, when we went to Egypt, to a little town of Dahab. Yep. Dahab. Oh, we stayed there for a week. It's this bohemian little town. And you sit just next to the Red Sea, and oh, the food is fantastic. Everything was really cheap. This was about 3 years ago. And I went snorkeling every day, and it was just like heaven. I just loved every moment. And the last morning, as I was snorkeling and after I snorkeled, I found this piece of beautiful coral as I was drinking tea. It was a little coffee shop. So look at that. It's just a beautiful piece of coral. And then once again, this you find at the bead shop. It's these little things that I just took some glue and I just glued it onto the coral, and voila. But look at this. It's off. So there it is. So this, at the bottom of this is my tip. At the bottom of all these things that you make, you put a little hook. One of those copper, you get it in copper, you get it in silver, you buy it in a packet. Next to nothing. So you put your little hook on the bottom. And because why? Now you can hook anything that you like. So this is my little heart. So today I feel like wearing my little heart on this little thing. And there it goes. It's so easy. So now tomorrow I feel like wearing something else. So I just take it off. And look at this beautiful thing. I've got stories for every piece that I have. I found my mother years ago. You know, you get these beautiful rocks. And this was pink quartz, a big piece of this that she had in her house. But then she moved to a smaller house and you get tired of it, and she gave it to me. So I had this big pink rock in my house. And then later, it was gone. I was fed up with it, so I put it in a pot plant outside. And then later I don't know, I forgot about it. And then one day I was looking at the YouTube videos and I saw what they do with these things. And I remember my pink rock, and I said, I need to find it. And then I remember it was somewhere outside in a pot. So there at the back in a dead pot that I forgot about, flowers dead, I found my rock. And what did I do? I hit it with a hammer and this piece broke off. Isn't it gorgeous? It looks like a rose, a beautiful, beautiful rose. So this is one of my favorites. It makes me remember my mum, my days on the farm. So once again, I feel like wearing my rock. So I just clip it on, voila. So this is another one I made. Once again, lots of pieces of rope, leather. Then you get these round little rings, many for 10 rand, whatever. So I just put them on, and then once again my hook there at the bottom. This one is a little bit shorter. So there it is with my little hook. So today I feel like wearing my thing, and I hope I can hook it on. Yes, and there I have it. Easy peasy. That's my tip. Whatever you do, make a couple of things, look on YouTube, put a little hook on, and then go out and buy these things or pick up your stones. Do whatever you want, and then you've got all these beautiful jewelry. So there are so many more things. This is the one, as I said, that he made first, so I can just hook this on. And this is another ring that he made. It was a little fork that we bent. And there's my ring. So yes, easy peasy. Thank you for joining me, that I can share some of my tricks with you. This is what my life is all about. It's about sharing things that will brighten your day and your life. We're there to share with one another. So this is just before I stop. I'm nearly at 20 minutes. This was a thing that I also found. This is an old box full of old broken jewelry. I wanted to give it away, but at the end I didn't. So it's here, and I'm so glad, because now I'm finding all these little things that I can use. So this was a long chain, and it had other things on it and whatever, and I decided, I'm never going to wear it like this. So what I did is I just made it something like this. So you can see all these things, and once again, it's got this little hook, and you can see I can put that on. And another thing that I made. So go into your stuff that you never wear anymore. They're old, you don't enjoy it. Go into the shop and find some little hooks and things. And this is all that I have. These are my tools. And you can make all of these things. So thank you for joining me. So you can see in a couple of days I've got some new bling and new things. And then also I found this little chain, and I tried everything with this, and at the end I just love this with this thin chain. And then this phrase came up, sometimes less is more. And I laughed and I thought, that is not actually something that you can call me less. Oh, I love them more. But strangely with this, I really love it. Less is more. So yes, so I can look different and wear something different every day by just mixing and matching all my stuff. So when I was in Thailand now, once again, I bought the funniest thing, but I think you saw it. I put it on my Facebook and stuff. And once again, I can just clip it on one of my things and I can wear it. So yes, if I can, you can. Go into your cupboards, look at all your stuff and start changing them into things that you love. Because you can. We are all creators. Thank you for joining me. Have a fantastic day. It's raining. I think I'm going to go back to bed. Just read. Why not? Life is precious and life happens now, today, this minute. So let's find the life in us and start enjoying it, because that's why it's there. The abundant life in us is there for us to experience now. Is it from Zetster's Lab? Bye.